Okay. Alright, switching cameras. We'll kill this guy. Okay, and supposedly I get this Rode mic thing now. So, kind of geeking out a little bit on gear. I gotta get this thing sorted. It's time to get to work. So why did I even zip tie that thing in? I don't know, I gotta cut it though. So right now I gotta cut this. This is way down here. This is a zip tie that holds part of the dash underside in because it, yeah, just does. Now what can you see? You can see a whole bunch of crap. Dear BMW, why don't I trust thou? This is the relay that power in this universe. I fixed the power windows. It was the starter power unloader relay wire. Very unconnected. Just a freaking bug hunt. On and on and on, bearing through schematics, finally figuring out why we weren't getting power. And a big part of the problem was the fact that, nothing against anybody else, but it had been trying to be fixed before and some wires were moved around. That was kind of just making things more complicated to try and fix. I figured that out, put the wires back where they're supposed to go, then I was able to find out that, okay, it's the unloader relay, because previously the circuit was getting power whenever the door was open. So I was like, okay, so not a power problem. It's just like a relay problem. Whenever the door closes, the relay turns off. Trying to figure that out. But it wasn't even the problem at all. It wasn't even related. It was so quite literally just pull the power from this point, put it back to its original power point, and then find out, okay, it's not getting any power to that power point. And that led directly to the unloader relay. And then try to figure out why the unloader relay wasn't toggling. Finally came down to the point of grounding through the starter. A little note in the schematic. It's like, oh yeah, it grounds through the starter, except when you try to start, then there's 12 volts there, so it's not grounding, so the relay opens. Man. That took too long. I did it. I always feel so good when you have something like a freaking bug hunt and you get it in the end. Ugh. Love it. So, anyway. I think I was supposed to do something else while I was here, but I don't care. I'm done. I'm going home. Bye.
The next day.
So we totally picked the right weekend. Well, A, you're right. It won't overheat.
Are you driving back on these and just taking those? Is that
No,
the
we're
plan?
we're swap the wheels right now. Drive back on those because these are gonna not. That's not a good idea. Especially if it's cold day and rainy tomorrow.
Right.
Unsafe
Unsafe.
in the rain. The other ones are safe in the rain, but unsafe at speed.
You can take it around the block, you know, if you have.
Nope.
Straight to Calgary.
With with a 12-year-old, I have to be at work by 9:30 on Monday morning.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, and then you did the front. Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah, having the vent there. And like the oil cooler is right behind it.
So this is the oil cooler. So where's the intercooler?
Oil cooler is right here. Intercooler is up here.
It's up there.
This is cool.
So If fuse number 6 burns out, you lose your brake lights and your anti-lock at the same time.
I ran right into him. You just don't know what happened. And then he hit that tree. Didn't that be a break?
But the horn has its own fuse.
Of course,
well, that's
important.
Yeah. Beep beep, right? I'm a
Well,
BMW.
Germans are like, it just makes sense. You put all the safety stuff on one fuse. That's for safety.
You're either safe or you're unsafe.
Yeah, all these people play bar. But I'll leave that for Nathan because that sounds super, super rewarding. Also, I'll leave it for Nathan because I didn't do it. Okay, at least this is a searchable PDF, so let's go search wiper. Search. Oh, you must mean Steichendachen. I like the German word for hospital. Krankenhaus.
What do you do? I clunken my noggin. Come to the clunken house.
It is a violet, black, and brown black. Violet, brown, yeah.
I had one of those ones. I didn't feel so good.
Just wanted to go out for dinner.
Just wanted the carbonara.
So when you were here last week, Josh, you videoed all that?
Yeah, kind of. Then I turned off the video and just spent like 3 hours of doing the exact same thing over and over again and finally got a different result.
See, we just need another set of eyes.
But I found it.
No, but I was there.
That was the other side. It doesn't sound the same other side. I think it's a dude.
We just had to wiggle all the wires around.
Okay. I'm powering the ignition.
Yep, that's it. There you go.
Yay!
As long as it runs well enough to go to a Cars and Coffee. Has anybody seen my coffee?
Yes.
Right beside you.
Ah, thank
Sit down where you normally sit. And find it.
Sure, it's nice and warm.
Man, I thought giving you this job would actually help speed things up. You're a complete disappointment.
You have friends? You're my only friend.
I keep running into people and they're like, "Oh, yeah, you got this car and that car and this," and I'm like, "Oh, the Beamer's not mine." "Oh yeah, but you got like that that nice shop that you just built." I'm like, "Oh no, that's my buddy Seamus." "Oh, but you got like your own garage at home." I'm like, "No, that's my other buddy's." Like,
I'm just the guy who does all the work.
"Do you have anything?" I'm like, "No, I just have debt."
You have an 86, 86?
That's right.
But if you're gonna have an 86, you might as well have an 86, 86.
Hey, where'd that? Nothing.
Which one of you took my... Never mind.
Which one? You guys are the worst. You just keep taking my... Oh,
There it is. I'm helping.
I'm so bad that like I'm leaning over, watching how he's doing it, make sure he's pouring the water correctly. Yeah, it's not the greatest. I mean, I thought this was temporary, and you're all like, "Oh, this is permanent." I'm like, okay. Although the Russians do say there's nothing more permanent than temporary. I mean, well, we gotta drive it back to my place. So that'll be a good, quick test.
As long as the mask is in your possession, you are in.
Okay.
And I will figure out the washer fluid level.
There's very little suspension droop in the back end. Whenever I lift up, jack up the front, it always grabs the back. It's kind of funny. Is this thing still filming? Let's take a look. Okay, so here we go. We got the Del Sol wheels on the E30. So, I mean, this is a temporary, it's going on a bit of a road trip. The brother's gonna store it for me. And, oh, maybe drive around a bit, have a little bit of fun. Oh, it reminds me, we gotta check tire pressures.
Yes.
Yeah, these 16x9s actually fit really nice in the back. But the 16x7s in the front, little narrow, and we've already got what's the spacer in there? Like a 20 mil?
Something like that.
Yeah, 20 mil spacer in there. So, yeah, I mean these aren't going to stay on here. I don't know, Nathan might use these on the convertible for a bit. He's gonna need a bigger spacer and longer bolts. Or maybe just use all the spacers in the front.
Oh, that's true. We could.
That's true. If your bolts are long enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so here's the car. There's Joel. He's cleaning all the glass, making it spick and span. A little bit of Rain-X, a little bit of clay bar in the glass, a little bit of polish and cleaning. And all right, so yeah, we installed a new wiper washer tank, which you probably want to fill up with the stuff that Joel has, so it has a little bit of detergent in it.
Yes.
So yeah, there's that. The bracket is just temporary. We're gonna have to readdress that, but it'll pass inspection, and it actually works. So it's, you know, safety first, right? Honestly, what am I kidding? That's not my motto, but somebody else's motto for sure. But yeah, you'll be able to clear the bugs off the window. Anybody check the oil level?
Nope.
Okay, well that's something else we're gonna do. So,
Check.
what's your plan for tomorrow?
We're gonna do a 950 kilometer reliability test on the on the E30. Hopefully, we make it back to Calgary in one piece.
Do you have like AAA?
We can get AAA today.
Here we call it BCAA, which is weird, but we're special.
Special tow truck.
It's got an engine. It runs and starts and drives.
I don't think there's anything else we could do.
We checked the alignment. The alignment is good.
Alignment's
It's
good.
basically front and rear are both an 1/8 toe in. It's maybe not the most aggressive track alignment, but it is. It'll be good for tire wear on the highway. You know, and
Good for the Trans-Canada.
yeah, the main thing is we swapped the wheels because the other wheels have .R tires on them, and we just didn't want to wear them out on one drive. Warning: this car doesn't have ABS.
No ABS.
No ABS. If it does, I haven't found it.
Stops like a Del Sol.
Stops
Stops like a Del Sol.
Yeah.
How about that?
How dare you?
Okay.
How dare you?
And we also zip tied a few things back to make sure we didn't melt anything on the turbo.
We got the turbo blanket on. We just kind of quickly did a quick zip tie of just getting all the cables away. Which is pretty important because, I mean, normally, I think the cables were okay, but on a 900 kilometer road trip where I'm not there to help out, yeah, better safe than sorry. And once again, there's our wiper washer mount. A little bracket down there, little L bracket there. It works, but I mean, it could be sturdier, but it will do what it needs to do. Okay, well,
We're ready to roll.
car's
Oil?
all set.
Oil.
Check the oil, check the tire pressures. Can he do the maximum height pour? Will it work?
Make a mess. Right?
No, it's gonna go just fine. Oh yeah, just no spillage at all.
Zero.
Yeah,
You wrote it.
we don't really know anything other than that.
No.
Is your brake fluid reservoir full? Should be. I think it was full when we did the brakes.
Well, the indicator light didn't come on, so must be good.
Totally fine.
Those things are totally relaxed. Yeah, I mean, that's why it happened.
Yeah. I mean, with BMWs, they just want to make sure that you know that they work by always being on.
Yeah.
It's when they turn off that you like really got to start worrying.
That's a concern.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's leaking something.
Oh, it is. It is. There's a little puddle. That's why we have the cardboard under it. So you know it's
Otherwise,
you know it's alive.
It would be a Toyota.
Dead cars don't bleed. I mean, the only thing now what to do is just drive it and hope the hell it works. All right. Well, that's a wrap on the BMW. It's out of the garage
Into the wild.
into the wild. It's been a while. Nice.
next day.
All right, it's like 5 o'clock on Sunday morning. This is the Werkstatt number 2 BMW 320i. Everybody knows all the details